Hey guys, LuckyHD here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the most popular Loomian Legacy starter according to T-Bradham and Loomian Legacy statistics. In this video, we're going to be going over all of the stats, how many players chose each individual starter, and more. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you go down there, like, and subscribe, and let's get straight into the video. Alright, so I think we can all agree that picking your starter is probably one of the most important decisions inside of Loomian Legacy. Of course, this is the first thing that you ever do inside of the game. After all the little bit of story at the start, this is the first actual decision you get to make inside of the game. And of course, with there being 7 starters, you got Mbit, Snowcub, Vanbat, Weevil, Eaglet, Dripple, and Vanbat. Did I say Vanbat twice? Anyways, you get the point, okay? There's a lot of starters. And I mean, this is and was a very, very big decision for a lot of Loomian Legacy players because at the time, all we had to go off of for the final evolutions of starters was literally just a bunch of silhouettes. Before, of course, everybody started leveling them up and stuff. As soon as the game came out, that's all we had to go off of, okay? And with this entire thing being said, there's some really interesting information that comes out of it. And what starter did I pick, you might be wondering? Well, I actually chose a Gleaming Feevine, and there's a funny story behind it because I spent 30,000 Robux on a bunch of Feevines, then reset my game because then I realized, wait a minute, I can soft reset for a Gleaming Feevine. I did that, and then I don't even really like Feevine. I think Feevine's cool, and eventually I turned over to Team Weevault because, of course, I just think Weevault's the best starter out of all of them. I think Feevine's second, though. Don't worry, but yeah, so with this entire thing being said, guys, we also have to look all the way back to Pokemon Brick Bronze because, of course, Pokemon Brick Bronze had a lot of starters. 21 to be exact. That is actually 3 times the amount of starters that Loomian Legacy has, okay? And, of course, you might make the argument, well, they already existed, they already could put them in the game, they already, the same 3 typings, Grass, Fire, Water, that's all you had to pick between. I could understand that, but there was an entire thing going on, people wondering, hey, what is the amount of players, or like how many players in total picked each starter? Now, of course, this is kind of like a very, very weird chart because it's not like, 283 people chose Bulbasaur out of the entire 60,000 people that play, the game, but it's just a kind of rough estimate, I think, probably taken in the earlier stages of Pokemon Brick Bronze, but up on screen is the actual old Pokemon Brick Bronze chart. And as you guys can see right here, Bulbasaur, again, Bulbasaur, nobody's showing love to it. 283. As you can see, though, Charmander, all the way up at 3,373. I mean, Charizard, a fan favorite of the Pokemon franchise. And you guys can look throughout the entire thing again. You got Squirtle, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile, Trico, all of them. I'm not going to go over every single one of them. But as you can see, I mean, even like the grass starters were probably some of the lowest picked ones out of the entire thing. And this is actually going to shock you guys because this is almost the polar opposite of the one that actually came out of Loomian Legacy. But yeah, as we can see, Chikorita sitting there at a nice 163. Kind of sad. I think Chikorita is pretty cool. But yeah, so this was actually a very interesting chart because it again showed the actual percentage or amount of players that were picking each individual starter and how popular they were. Again, Charizard being a fan favorite, people were more prone to actually pick that, and it kind of had a little bit of a bias against it, which I completely understand. Now, why do I bring up this entire bar graph / charts? Well, the Loomian Legacy Wiki Twitter account actually made a tweet yesterday that said, Brad showed how many people picked each starter in Pokemon Brick Bronze. Do you think it'd be cool if he did this for the Loomian Legacy starters? And this tweet actually caught the attention of T-Bradham, who replied, I imagine there is some bias due to the cutscene just before selecting your Loomian, where we give Feevine a lot more personality than the others. And before I actually show you guys the entire bar graph, I want you to go down to the comments below, type in what you think that the actual starter, or the most popular starter of Loomian Legacy is going to be, okay? Go down there, type it, I'll give you guys a couple seconds, and then come back and see if you were correct, okay? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Here is the entire graph, guys. I'm going from left to right. As you guys can see, Mbit just breaking over 500,000. Dripple actually going a little bit under, around 450,000. Feline skyrocketing all the way up to 2.25 million. Yes, that's players, by the way, guys. These are all players. This is the entire, kind of player count on who picked each starter. And then Eaglet coming at around 1.25 million. Vanbat just breaking over 1 million. Snowcub probably around like 600,000. And Weevil just sitting at a nice solid 1 million. And this bar graph is definitely very interesting because if you remember all the way back to the Pokemon Brick Bronze one that I showed you, all the grass starters were extremely low, okay? They were really, really low. And now that we have the grass starter being really high, it's kind of interesting because again, it's a polar opposite of the 2 games. Now again, I can understand, why people picked it because there was, again, that little cutscene at the start of the thing and people might have been like, oh, I want to pick this Loomian, I want to pick this Loomian, right? Again, it makes more sense. They gave it more personality. It made it sleep on a rock or whatever, and they gave it more dialogue. Again, I can see why they did that. But yeah, this is definitely a very, very interesting thing, and I'm actually glad that they did something like this because it always is nice to, kind of see statistics of Loomian Legacy and, seeing what the player base actually chose. Also, guys, go down in the comments below and let me know what your starter was inside of Loomian Legacy. And yeah, that does it for today's video. Definitely a very, very interesting one. And also, sorry for not uploading like the last 3 days. There's not really been anything to upload on Loomian Legacy. So I'm happy this something like this actually came out. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to go down there, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.